Good morning, children, and welcome to all of you in online classes. Dear students, as all of you are knowing about your academic performance evaluation, and it will be started from 9th July 2021. Dear students, for this test, three chapters will come. First, the first lesson in Hornbill, the portrait of a lady, and one poem in the same book, a photograph. Or after that, dear students, one chapter in snapshots also, the summer of white beautiful hearts. So these three chapters will come in your test. So from today, dear students, we are going to revise chapter wise. Or in this term, dear students, today I am going to revise and discuss the first chapter of Hornbill book, and the name of chapter is The Portrait of a Lady. Dear students, this particular chapter, The Portrait of a Lady, has been written by one of the renowned writer of our country, or his name is Khushwant Singh. Khushwant Singh was born in 1915 at Hadali now in Pakistan, but during partition he came to Delhi, or finally he settled here. Dear students, this great man Khushwant Singh worked as a politician, as a journalist, as a lawyer, as a diplomat, and contributed a lot in the field of literature and in different other fields. This great writer Khushwant Singh got Padma Bhushan award as well as Padma Vibhushan. That I have told you in previous videos also. Now come on about the story. Actually, the title of the story is The Portrait of a Lady. Dear students, this particular lesson is a description in words about a lady, about a great lady who is luckily, fortunately, grandmother of Khushwant Singh. Actually, Khushwant Singh, the narrator and writer of this story, is very much close to his grandmother, because his grandmother spent major portion of her life, or you can say Mr. Khushwant Singh spent a major portion of his life with his grandmother. When means you may say that Khushwant Singh was very much close to his grandmother. I want to also told you that this writer Khushwant Singh spent his childhood days with his grandmother in his village. So there are two important characters of this story. One is Khushwant Singh, or another is the writer, another is his grandmother who cared him, or who is really a very good human being, a religious lady, a caring grandmother, and always busy in household work and in religious activities. This was the nature of grandmother. Dear students, I want to tell you one more thing कि there are, as I have explained you line by line, so there are three phases of their relationship. You can divide their relationship in three phases. Relationship between Khushwant Singh the writer and his grandmother. Phase 1 in phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Dear students, in phase 1 the writer is a small child. It is about his early childhood. It is about his childhood days when he was living alone with his grandmother, who was very much close and attached to him. And when the writer was living with his grandmother in his village, dear students, the writer Khushwant Singh wants to tell about this great lady, about his grandmother, that his grandmother was giving good care, giving proper parental and care to him, or as his parents shifted in the city, so writer Khushwant Singh was living alone with his grandmother. I want to tell you one more thing. I want to tell you, dear students, that writer and narrator of the story has described in this lesson that he has not seen his grandfather because his grandfather died before his birth. Or one more thing I want to tell you, that his grandfather picture was hanging above the mantelpiece, or how his grandfather was looking in that. Dear students, his grandfather was used to wear a big turban or having a long white beard which covered the best part of his chest. Or after seeing his photograph, anybody will say, or anybody can say, the person who was in photograph, that person must be having many grandchildren. Or he was looking very old in that photograph. Or it was he died before the birth of Khushwant Singh. One. Or his grandmother was also old. But the writer wants to tell us, but the Khushwant Singh wants to tell us that there was no change in physical appearance of grandmother. For last 20 years, Mr. Khushwant Singh was seeing his grandmother in same situation. There was no change. Same white hairs, short height, and she was always busy in religious activities, in prayers, and busy with her daily routine work. So this was all about grandmother physical appearance and grandfather physical appearance. Dear students, in first phase of the author's relationship with grandmother, that his grandmother used to help him to get ready for the school, because his school was in near his house, or it was the teacher was the priest of the temple, or there every morning grandmother and Khushwant Singh both were going to school. Grandmother, after taking bath and after helping the writer in getting ready to the school, then she used to give one thick stale chapatis to the writer Khushwant Singh, or she used to put sugar and that butter on it, or after taking that thick chapati, that breakfast, she used to take some more stale chapatis there. For what purpose, I will tell you later. After reaching there, the writer and his grandmother, they were sitting there. Writer was busy in studying and the priest was teaching alphabets to the writer with the other children of the locality. Or another side, the grandmother was busy in prayer at the main temple. Or when the writer's school was over, to grandmother and writer was accompanied by his grandmother. I want to tell you, every day she used to go with the writer and she used to come with the writer. But when the writer's grandmother accompanied him, to at that time, dear students, when they reached to the temple gate, they were surrounded by the stray dogs, because some extra stale chapatis every day grandmother used to take, or that chapatis she would give to the stray dogs. So this was the suppose routine of grandmother and Khushwant Singh in the first phase of the journey, first phase of their relationship, dear students. Or in that I want to tell you, dear students, that the relationship between grandmother and writer was very much strong, because almost time the writer was spending with his grandmother only, from early in the morning to late night, and means whole day 24/7 he was with his grandmother. His parents were in the city, or his grandmother was very much caring. One more thing I want to tell you, कि every morning grandmother used to recite the prayers loudly, and she hoped that the writer Khushwant Singh will memorize the prayers, the lines. But writer Khushwant Singh has written in this lesson that he loved the voice of his grandmother, but he never took pain to learn the lines recited by his grandmother. So in this way, the first phase of journey was very good. Our dear relation in the first phase were very much strong. Or writer was very much close to her grandmother, or he was well aware about the each and every activity of grandmother. But dear students, turning point came in the second phase. Second phase, understood? Or what happened in the second phase, dear students? After, when the parents, Khushwant Singh's parents' economical condition became better, so finally they called Khushwant Singh and his grandmother to the city. Means both migrated to the city. Grandson also and grandmother also. Or when both migrated to the city, so their relationship was not very strong. In village, in first phase, it was very much strong, very very strong. But when they reached to city, or they were given room, they were living in the same room, but grandmother was getting less time to interact with the writer, interact with Khushwant Singh, because Khushwant Singh got admission in English medium school, or there he was going school not by foot with grandmother, there he was going in motor bus. So this was the turning point. This was the reason. Due to that, the relationship started becoming weaker and weaker in second phase, which was very much strong in the first phase, dear students. And one more thing I want to tell you, that Khushwant Singh was getting less time, or the subjects which were taught in village, the syllabus which was in the village school, here in city school, the things were absolutely changed. The subjects were absolutely changed. Here he was studying science also, maths also, English also, music also, or no periods and no teaching of scriptures, of religious things. So whenever writer used to return home, grandmother sometime used to inquire what the teachers were teaching him. Or when she heard that the teachers were teaching only science, only maths, only English, only music, so this thing made upset to the grandmother. Or the most disheartening thing was for her, that there was no teaching for scriptures. So this was definitely sad for the grandmother. Or she thought that the music is not the work of good people, prestigious people, reputed people. It is the work of prostitutes and for the beggars. Because at her time, dancing and music, these two professions were only adopted by harlots or prostitutes, you can say, and beggars. But unfortunately, these things were taught to Khushwant Singh in his school, by music teacher, by dance teacher. Or no teaching of that. So all these things were in the second phase. So in first phase the relation was very much strong, but in second phase it became weaker. Dear students, tomorrow in revision I will tell you about the third phase and some other important questions. Thank you, dear students.